Morning everyone, how you going? Day after the, what's the name? The meeting that we had with the builder for our new place. I'll talk about that later. I finally got my photos. I don't even know if I mentioned this, but I just got some old photos of the Torana, just for memories. I'm going to glue them to this. I haven't glued them down yet. But yeah, glue them to that, got a little frame, hang it up in the garage. So that's on the cards today, as soon as I finished work early today. So we'll do that. And also I've just not cracked it, but just went in the garage, and there's a lot of things. I sold a couple things that I had for the Torana. It was an ignition coil, sold that yesterday, don't need it anymore. I've got a timing light over here. Timing light, don't need that anymore. All my cars are all fuel injected, computer managed. I just charged my bike up, that's charged. May go for a ride this afternoon, not sure. Otherwise I am going Saturday morning, I think. So either way, got to charge it up. Yeah, so I had some boxes up there, probably seen them in previous videos, some big black boxes. They're out there at the moment. I'm just going through all them because, like I said, the Torana's gone, so I don't need it. I had a heap of stuff in here. I had like electrical connectors, fuel hose clamps, stuff like that. I don't need them anymore. I'm never gonna... I'll use them for other things, but not for working on cars, so I don't need them in my toolbox. All that stuff, fuel hose clamps, I've got battery terminal things, I'm not mucking around with that stuff anymore. A manual for the Torana. Clutch aligning tool when you do a gearbox or a clutch. Battery terminals. Pretty sure that's out of the Commodore. That's for flushing a radiator, never got doing that again. So things like that. So I think what I'm going to do is call this probably not car parts, because that's a bit vague. I'll have to come up with another name. That one's still car cleaning, so it's got all my car cleaning stuff in it. This is for our little Hyundai i20, so cabin air filter, brake fluid, gearbox oil, which needs doing. These lights are from the Commodore, and that's it. Yeah, so anything I get for anything that comes, I've got to get some brake pads for that car, because the brake pads on that are shocking, the amount of dust it produces. So yeah, got to do brake pads, and I've got to get a new set of hubcaps for it from Hyundai. I tried getting some aftermarket ones from Super Cheap Auto, and they just didn't fit. The rim's a bit funny, how it comes out, so yeah, it wouldn't fit. So yeah, I need to go. I might even go today. Probably should have enough time. I want to do it in the next couple of weeks. So put a set of brake pads in it that don't dust up as bad as those ones. It's literally like a mud every time you wash the car. It's like a mud coming out of it. Just really crap brake pads. So yeah, I want to do that pretty soon. And then while it's jacked up, I'm going to jack the whole car up, get all 4 tyres off the ground in one hit. While that's happening, I'll get my dad to come over. Brakes is one thing I don't know exact. I could probably fumble my way through it, but I don't want to. My missus jumps in the car and the brakes don't work, and it was my fault for whatever reason, so I'd rather my dad come and supervise doing that stuff. So yeah, so we're going to do brake fluid and brake pads, and while all 4 tyres are off the car, I'm going to give them a really good clean and paint them up and put some new hubcaps on them. So I want to get all the parts here for that, for when my dad comes, and it can all be done in one hit that way. What else is there? Oh, so yeah, that's Hyundai i20. It's only a little box compared to all the other ones, because yeah, it's never going to have too much stuff in it. That one's for my wagon, my white wagon. Headlights, I changed the headlights in it, but I kept the old ones. Set of brake pads, oil filters, some miscellaneous cover, cigarette lighter, and some lights that I changed. So I'll do up to new labels for that. I don't know, I'm going to keep going through my toolboxes to see what other junk is in there that I will never need for the Torana. Probably, oh no, this thing's pretty handy. Again, I'll probably keep it with the car stuff. There's no point. So this is for when you do a radiator flush. Yeah, so you don't connects to your radiator. It's got all the adapters in there. It's pretty cool. I used that on my dad's Commodore VF Series 1 Commodore, and yeah, works fine. So that's another thing we're probably going to have to do for the Hyundai, and I've done my car. I've done my car before with that. We've changed it, 60,000 I think it was. So yeah, that's handy to keep in there. There's no need to have it in here, taking room up. That's about it in there. We'll just do a real quick one while I'm filming, bugger it. So yeah, Holden Commodore, don't need that in the toolbox. That's a service manual, that can go in there. Mini lift, I sold that. That's my little hoist thing, so that's gone. See, that's for the Torana to tighten up the distributor, no longer necessary. So that'll go in this box. But I don't want to call that box Torana because it just, every time you look at it, bring a tear to the eye. Not that I regret selling it. Oil filters stuff, I'll keep all that in here. They're not my jocks, they're rags. Light, yeah, look, we'll keep all that in there, that's fine. So that's pretty much that toolbox. This is literally just tools. Yeah, nothing car specific. No. So this is the drawer that really cleared out with all that stuff there on the right on the bench. Pop rivets, yeah. Okay, so OBD2 scanner, battery tester, total dissolved solids. That's for checking your radiator water. A few other things not car related, but none of it's not necessary. I need it all in here. Zip ties, heat shrink, wire wrap, bearing puller. Probably never use it. Probably that was for getting the harmonic balancer off the Torana and changing alternator pulleys. Nutsert gun, handy, not just for car stuff, for everything. Crimps, tap and die set, and battery terminal crimps, but they will stay in there. Dial indicator, just some spare gloves and stuff, so yeah, all good. Glues and lubes, you use them for everything. Nothing car related, cutting, trim tools, handy for, not just specific for car stuff. There's another, that was a homemade one, so I had two of them, that's pretty cool. That was for the distributor on the Torana. Battery terminal. Probably should put, I don't know, I don't really have a spot for that, but anyway, that can stay there. That's a battery terminal cleaner. Magnet. Yeah, that's okay. Yep, that's okay. Same with the Dremel, that's not car related. And electrical stuff, not car related. So, it'd be nice to get this. This is my polishing setup, and I have gone through that in a previous video, so that's clean, ready to go for when I get my new car. Actually, I just talked to the dealer, rang him up the other day, and I said, what's the go? And it's looking like August, end of August, so another what are we in now, June? So 2.5 months. He's still not 100%, he doesn't have a VIN or an engine number. He said once we get VIN and engine, then I'll know what boat it's going on, and I know exactly what day it's rocking up to them. Plus 5 days, then I get it, something like that, 3 or 5 days, I can't remember what it was. But he doesn't have the VIN or engine, but it's in stock control as being delivered sometime around late August. That's what he's telling me, but it's not locked in. It could be next year. I'll take that with a grain of salt, big grain of salt. It's yeah, but that was the first time I've spoken to him, probably out of 4 times, that he's actually had a date. So it's not like 6 months ago he told me it's going to come in August. This is the first time he's actually told me that, yeah, no, it's looking, because we know we've got the last batch and the next batch is due this time, and your car should be on it because of when it was ordered and stuff like that. So promising, confident, but not 100%. So we'll see how we go. I'm selling that on Marketplace. No one wants it. I've just dropped it another $50. I had it in for 100, brought it down to 50. So hopefully that goes pretty soon because it's just in the way big time there. So I've got to figure out, because I've got enough room up here to put like 6 boxes, so, or even more really if I move stuff around. So I've got heaps of room, so I do want to kind of use them for certain things. I don't know what yet though, so I'm not going to like debate it on video. This area is pretty much sorted. I don't want to organise that anymore. In there is pretty good, and I've gone through. Actually, I'll probably go through that again, but see, it's got some Torana books there, so that will probably go in there. But I've gone through this and kind of that shelf is all going to stay as is, and then so I've got O-rings, yeah, I mean they can go in here like that. Not something you really use for anything else. Heap of rubber, like tool. That's you know, when you buy a tool, it comes with instructions, whatever. So yeah, I mean that's pretty good. I got heaps of room in there too, so that's got a bit of space too. Like I said, hopefully this thing goes. I might even put that chainsaw in that cabinet. I've got some outdoor lights that I've just never hung up since we had the house painted, so maybe that might happen, but probably not. I don't even know what else is down there, but it's all pretty there and not in the way there, so I don't know. That's a charging case for my remote control planes that I've only got one left. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm selling that one. I'm out of that big time. That was a charging case for the batteries, so I want to sell that. I can't remember what this is. I think I used to have a it was in the way all the time, but I sold it. It was like a bench press kind of thing, and I think that's what that is. Probably never use it, but if I sell it, I'll need it one day, so keep that. That's an ozone generator, really good for cleaning your car, and actually that might even go, because I do have a bit of space in that new shed that I've got around the corner. Get it out of here. That's what I'm trying to do, is just empty, make a bit of room in here just so it's not so cluttered. Now that I've got the space, we'll go down in that shed soon. I think this is torch. I've still got it all. It's a laser, and I've got a massive, I used to use it for work, that's why it's in a case, a 30,000 lumen torch. It's astronomical. It is one of the best. I've got a bit of a torch fetish, I think, because I've got these head, you know, I had that one, and then this came out with 3, so I've got to have that. There's another one there, and then you can see how many lights I've got. I've got lights in the garage here, but anyway, yeah, I don't know what it is, but can't help it. So yeah, I got this massive torch. It's not huge, but it's very bright. And even during the daylight, I think when I was looking at it, they reckon at 1 metre off the ground in daylight, it's 3 times a lot brighter than the sun on the ground. You can actually see it in full daylight. It's pretty cool. So, but that's in my bedroom. I just keep that in there just in case you need a light for whatever reason. This is probably the main area, but again, there's nothing here that can go in boxes to then live up there. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've got this pesticide weed spray. It's fine where it is. It's not in any way there. So yeah, I don't know, I'll have to buy something to fill the boxes up, but yeah, I'll definitely relabel all them, and we'll go from there and get everything in. So I'm going to make one box for the wagon, which is already down the bottom left there, one box for the Hyundai i20, the little box over there, and then I'm going to make another box for my Nissan, and have certain things which I can actually put some stuff in. I've got it in that back shed. We'll go and populate a box there for it now. Okay, I think I've got it sorted. So I just got a bit of odds and ends in there. I'm not even going to label that. This is some stuff out of that silver cabinet. So I've got gloves, some old some rags, new rags that have not been used. I've got all the instruction books in there, so that'll get closed up. I don't even know what I'm going to call it, but I'll have to call it something because I was going to think it's empty. This is all that stuff for the car that I probably would be, probably never, once in 3 year grab thing. So that'll go at the bottom because I'll probably never go to that. I don't go to this one very often because this is just spares for the car cleaning. This is just spares. I've pretty much got everything in that other shed for car cleaning, but when a rag breaks or something, then I come here, or polish applicators or whatever. I've got all that spares in there. i20, it's only a little box, so it's going to have to live on top of that one. VF wagon, got the service book, all that kind of gear in there, so that's good to go. And Nissan Z, one day I'll have it, but I've got a windscreen thing. Fire extinguisher, because I've never had a Nissan before, so I don't know if they burst into flames randomly. Dash cam from my old car. Battery charger, pretty handy. I've actually found another one. So, that's things, so you security bits for your number plate, so people can't steal your number plate. It's a thing over here. They steal your number plate and then go and put it on their car, fill up fuel, and then ditch your number plates, and then you'll get a knock on the door from the police thinking that you were the one that did the runoff at the servo, but it wasn't you, it was somebody that stole your plates. I actually found another C-Tech. I forgot I had one for the jet ski and one for the Tirana, so I'll probably sell that as well, along with the timing light. No need, I only need the one C-Tech, so no need for that. That's about it. So when this thing goes, like I think I've still got one spare one over there and a little bit more room in that bottom one in the turbo. The one on the left's almost empty and the one on the right's still got a bit of room. So when this thing goes, because I can't be bothered moving it because it's a bit awkward, then I'll probably go through that little bit there, and what I might try and do is move what I can from there into here, so that way it's behind a door, and leave, I don't know, probably leave that as an area of, put something there so it doesn't take up bench space like that stuff that I'm trying to sell, so it can go under and it's not on top of a bench in the way of anything, and it's eventually going to go, it's just an in and out spot for the two shelves down there, and that way the bench is clear, this bench is clear, and this bench stays clear. Not that I use it very often. I mean, that's kind of what this area is at the moment, but then you go and charge your bike, your scooter, you want to do some work, these are on wheels, so if you want to move them, you got to keep moving stuff off them, so I'd rather not have anything on these benches and just all there, so that'll work out pretty good. So, but yeah, everything else is pretty good. I'll whack these back up and we'll see how they fit up there. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So that's got nothing written on it because it's empty. I don't know what to write on it. I-20 car. So the stuff I'm going to grab the most, I've kind of put up the top. I think it's going to work like that. So I-20 I go to randomly, but not very often. But it's going to be more than car cleaning. Nissan Z, when I get it, I'm going to be going to it a fair bit more than. I call that instructions. So that's got the instruction books, the rags, and some manuals and stuff. So that'll jog my memory anyway. I know what's in it. But yeah, that's going to be used more than that. And then miscellaneous car spares. So that's all the electrical plugs and fuel hose holders and stuff. Probably never go to that. And I very rarely go to the VF wagon stuff. Once every year or once a year and a half when I'll service it, if that. But anyway, it's up there. So yeah, that's cool. So hopefully that thing takes a wake. It should do. I've got, when I made it, I've got, you can just see it in there, there's a chain that goes back up to the shed. Then it's got some pretty hardcore brackets there, and there, and that's the chain there. So there's a chain there, and a chain there. So that should be fine. And that stuff's not very heavy. The heaviest stuff is probably car spares, and that's about it. Those two, and then near a chain anyway. So, but yeah, one day I'm going to come in here and all this is going to be on the floor one day. But we'll see how we go. Anyway, that's all. Oh, I was going to let you know about the house. So, really good. Hey, don't lick his ear. He's got an ear infection and this one keeps licking his ear. Don't do that, Dex. Come on, we're going to have to go and clean that now. Give us 5, I'll get back to you. Okay, so that is the house that we're building. So laneway is here, double garage. Come in, you got your master bedroom, dressing room, ensuite bathroom for just this bedroom. So toilet is separate. Walk-in linen closet. So we've got a powder room with a basin in it. So that way, if you have people come round, visitors. So I mean, whoever lives in this bedroom has their own bathroom. So you're using that. You got your shower, sink, and toilet. Any visitors come over, they're just going to go in here, go to the toilet, wash their hands, and back out. And then bedroom 2, we've made it so that it has its own. It's got a door into the bedroom, and then it's also got a door into this bathroom. So it's kind of like having its own. So it's going to have a bathtub, a shower. The laundry is in here as well, so it's got a laundry sink, washing machine, dryer space there, and another basin there. So then whoever lives in bedroom 2 has kind of their own ensuite as well, and then they just use this toilet. Kitchen, little alfresco, living dining. So pretty simple stuff. So and these are some of the colours that we got. For some reason there's a scratchy in there, don't know why. So that's the kitchen bench, stone. Bathroom benches and laundry benches in stone. I think that's a cupboard. That's the roof colour. It's all pretty neutral colours. The cupboards in the bathrooms and laundry are this wood colour, and also the one island bench in the bathroom. In the kitchen. So you walk into the kitchen this way, and where the sink is. So this bench here will have the stone bench top and the wooden around the sides, and then this is all just white cupboards over there, just for a bit of contrast. She said we could have had it all this, but it might be a bit too much. And the flooring looks very similar to this, probably a little bit more washed out, bit lighter colour. So no, it's not even a winner, that one, so no matter. So yeah, that's all that kind of stuff there. Extras. We came in under what we thought we were going to spend, which was good. Alfie, yeah, so I just cleaned his ear up, and now he's licking. But I've been spraying their paws with vinegar, and seems to be working, getting rid of the redness out of their paws. But he likes to taste the vinegar. Stop, come on, that's enough. That's enough, mate, that's enough. Come on, where's your toys? Hey, where's your toys? You can see he's got a little tattoo in his ear. It's like some little dots. That's to show them that they're microchipped. So if they ever get lost, they can check their ear, go, yeah, they got a microscope, and we'll scan him. Stop. Where's your toys, mate? Go and get them. So yeah, we ended up getting one of the biggest cost was getting extra brick paving around the house, because it only comes with driveway and an entry and then a little bit just here. So we've just extended it around the house. That was a pretty major one. Next one, I've got to go back in my memory now. And the next major one was upgrading this bench, this island bench. It was going to be flush. We got it to come out another 300 mil, so that way at least you can sit there and eat as well. It's a bit better that way. We added a couple extra power points, one in the pantry, the walk-in pantry, so you can put a microwave there. And I think we put another one, can't remember. There was 2 extra power points. They're $90 each, so they're not too bad. Then we got a washing machine. If I was building the house for myself, I wouldn't buy a washing machine through the builder. I'd wait till one of the shops here has a special, Christmas time, end of year tax, whatever. You go pick up a bargain. So we got them to include the dishwasher, because as a rental you have to include a dishwasher, I think. Well, you probably don't have to, but you can charge extra for it. We also got them to look after the blinds as well. We got them to install an alarm system, and that was about it. So there were a few certain things that you probably wouldn't, the blinds, the alarm, and the dishwasher. Yeah, there's a few things there that and probably even the brick paving. You could probably get that done cheaper at a later date through a private, like a small company. That would have been the way to go. It's not much cheaper because they are a big builder. They do get a better price than what I would get it for, in some circumstances. The dishwasher is definitely not one of them. I could have got the dishwasher a bit cheaper. But I don't have to lift the dishwasher. I don't have to go and buy it. I don't have to lift it in the back of my car or pay $150 for delivery to this house, to then wait until I get the keys for the house, then go there, drive all the way there, which this place is about half an hour from our place, to open the door so the guy can drop it off. And then if I don't get there in time, he might leave it out the front and someone nicks it. So yeah, I don't want that happening. So these guys will bring it in, and then also I've got to get it they'll only deliver it as far as the front door. It's up to you to bring it in the house. So then if I go scratching walls or I'll scratch the floor, it's just, you've just not saved any money at all and a lot of heartache. So these guys actually put it in, install it, everything. So you got to take that into consideration. The biggest factor for us is that if they supply all this stuff, the cost of all this goes onto our mortgage, which is what we want because we're renting it, and it's beneficial for us to get everything sorted in the house. So pretty much this house is going to be painted as well. That was the next biggest expense actually. I think the brick paving and the painting were about the same price, about $5,500 each. So the brick paving was $5,000, and then the internal wall painting was $5,000. But that's only the walls. They would have done the ceiling, they would have done the doors and the architraves anyway, and we would have got it just with blank walls. But then because it's never been painted before, it was going to be 2 coats of sealer and then 2 coats of paint. So I'll get to paint the house 4 times, and that ain't happening. I don't even want to do it once. So yeah, I think for $5,000, that's not a bad upgrade. What else was there? Dishwasher. We didn't upgrade any appliances. Didn't upgrade any sinks or taps. We just picked whatever we could pick. There's plenty of options there. We got brushed nickel throughout the whole house. Even the shower frame, didn't upgrade it, so it's semi-frameless. So it's got a frame around the whole outside, but then the edges of the doors are no frame. Frameless was another $1,500 or something. Again, if it was my house, I'd do it really nice, and I would have got that. A little niche to get built into the wall, put your shampoo and soap or whatever. That was like $1,500. I was like, nah, not happening. My house, yep, would have got it. So yeah, it was pretty cool to see the difference in things from this house 12 years ago and it's exactly the same company we're building with, to see the difference. Front doors, like our front door is a wooden door that we have on this house, and it's got 6 or 7 panels of glass, little tiny panels of glass that are opaque. Now you can't even get a wooden door. They don't make wooden doors. They don't want to make wooden doors because it's too much of a hassle. It gets you got to repaint them all the time, and they warp in the different temperatures, and if they get wet, they're no good. We're lucky. We've got quite a large veranda at the front, so our door never gets wet, and we've never had dramas with it. And I've never painted it in 12 years, so that's still going strong. So the door we ended up with is an aluminium frame with a whole thing of glass in it. I didn't really want that, because I know exactly what's going to happen. The door's going to slam in the wind, and there's going to be glass everywhere, and then they're going to have no front door. We also opted for a security screen, same as this stainless steel security screen. So that was another big expense for that front door only. That was like $1,500 or something, but you got to have it. You got to have a security door. Otherwise, you're just opening the door to anyone. You don't know who's there unless you got cameras or whatever. But yeah, good idea. But yeah, we could have optioned the front door to have the 7 panels in it again, but it was like another $2,000, and I was like, oh no, I'm not doing that. She did assure me that the glass is toughened and it's laminated, so if it does crack, it's not going to come out, and it's security glass as well. So even if you hit it with an axe, it'll break, but it's not going to come out. It's got some laminate in there. So I said, okay, well, I'll come knocking at your door if it does break. What else was there? So we got blinds. We only got blinds in the 2 bedrooms, and then in the living, dining, and lounge room kind of thing area, that big open. So there was 3 blinds in there, and then a blind in the bedroom, and a blind in the in the front bedroom. And that was about it. We got there at 8:30, I think. Yeah, I think it was about 8:30, maybe a little bit before, and straight away coffee. I actually found out, I was talking about the coffee machine they got. So it's flush mount. It just pops out of the bench, a tap, and then it's got a little tablet on the side, and you pick espresso, latte, whatever you want. There's about 7 different things you can choose from. Had a look at it online, and I found it, and it was $12,900 just for the machine, not installed. Couldn't believe it. And then next to that, they had a zip tap, which does hot and cold water and fizzy water, but they didn't have it hooked up for fizzy water. So it's just cold filtered water and hot boiling water for make a cup of tea. And that was another $5,000 next to it. So yeah, had a few coffees out of that thing. Just they don't stop asking. Yeah, and then on the other side, they've got Turkish rolls and sushi and macaroons and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, you'll never go hungry or thirsty at that place, that's for sure. We could have stayed there for lunch. We actually went to another place around the corner for lunch, but we could have just stayed there and eaten lunch there for nothing. But we were done pretty quick. We went and had lunch and then come back, and then we just had to pick the tile for the bathroom, I think it was. Yeah, but for the bathrooms. Everywhere else we've got floating floors, but only in the wet areas we got tiles, because obviously you can't have floating floors in a bathroom. So had to pick that, and then we were out of there by about 2 o'clock or so. Back home by almost 3 o'clock, I think, by the time we got home. So yeah, it's a big day, a lot of decisions to make, but they've got everything. It's room by room, and they just sort everything out. And pretty much, but you pick the taps for your bathroom. That dictates what taps you're having for the rest of the house. So yeah, it's pretty good. So it's not too bad. You pick your floor, pick your cupboards, and then that narrows down what wall paint you're going to have. And unfortunately, like I was saying in the last video, I couldn't get the same. I was going to get the same wall color as what we have here, so that way if there's any paint left over, I can bring it here and use it. But that's not a go because they use Wattle. They use Wattle branded paint, not Dulux. They use Wattle for the inside, Dulux for the outside. So calcium Wattle is what we got, very similar to what we have here. So yeah, should be good. So it was pretty good. Like, you see one lady when you go there, which we already caught up with her a few weeks back when we did all the colours for the outside. Same lady that we saw yesterday, but then she'll take you to like the tile, and there's a tile specialist, so she's there with you, but then you're talking to the tile specialist. She knows exactly what there is to do with tiles. The lady we had for the whole day knows colours and stuff, but tile is their speciality. And then when you go to the hardwood flooring or whatever you're getting, you talk to a specialist there. They don't actually work for Dale Alcock, they work for Carpet Call, I think it is. But they're in that building there, so she knows all what you're doing there. Gives you a bit of a discount because you're going through them. So it was an upgrade actually. That was about $1,700 to get rid of the carpet out of the bedrooms and upgrade it to the floor, the hard flooring that we got. Not even in the bedroom. I don't want carpet. Not for a rental. It's just too hard to keep clean. And also there's new laws come out in Australia. I don't know if it's all of Australia, but definitely in Perth just recently, that if you do rent out a house, you can't stipulate that no pets. You used to be able to, but you can't anymore. So if there is pets running around, you can take a larger bond. So a bond is, you take that up front, and then that way you have stipulations in the contract that when you do leave, and if you have had pets, you've got to repaint the walls, or you've got to wash carpets, or you've got to do this, you've got to do that, you've got to reinstate the grass that they dug up, whatever. But you can take a bigger bond. So the bond is normally a month's rent. I don't know what it is now, but it was a long time ago. But normally it's a month's rent. So they'll pay you, so the first day they move in, they'll pay a month's rent in advance and another month's rent as bond. So that way, if they do leave and don't clean something, or don't, and you can't get in contact with them, and they've just left and thrown the keys in the house and gone, at least you've got another month's rent off them to cover any costs, to fix up whatever it was. So that's a thing over here. But yeah, you can't say no pets anymore. So that's why I'm kind of making it a little bit pet friendly. The backyard's going to be the same. The only thing extra we got to do later is put some gates in and a fence. And that's it. So we kind of want to make it slicker than your average, so that it stands out on the market. It's ultra close to the city. It is going to be very expensive, only because it's a brand new house. They're putting up a lot of apartments around our area, and those apartments are going, a tiny apartment for about $1,000 a week, 1 bedroom. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get that, at least that, for this place, because it's brand new, 2 bedroom, 2 car garage, backyard, front yard, and very quiet laneway. You're not in the thick of it, but if you walk for about 2 minutes, you are in Cafe Central, shopping centres, whatever you want. So really good location. We were actually going to build a double-storey house to live there ourselves and then sell this place, but they're not keen on double stories with balconies that can look into people's backyards, and they were trying to make us have a massive, as high as this fence. So instead of having a nice balcony, we had to have a screen as high as that fence, and then only see like what we can see here, but we're only like 2 kilometres from the city, not even. So yeah, you wouldn't have seen anything if you were sitting down at a table like this. you'd have to stand up to see anything, and nah, so we just decided against it. The council was just a bit hard to play with over there, so we ended up upgrading this house a little bit and then just build a simpler house for half the money and rent it out. Finish my coffee. I'm going to start doing this thing, literally just glue it down. I'm just going to look exactly as it is now. I'll line them up so they're in line a bit better. Glue them down, and don't even know where I'm going to put it. It's definitely only allowed to go in the garage, as I was told by the boss this morning. So it won't be going in the house anyway. I don't really want it in the house, but yeah, it may go here. I've actually got boom boom, and I'll just put a wire on the back of it and then hang it up if that's going to work. If I can, even here, it might fit actually here really nice and fit in this bit here. Yeah, I don't think it's as wide as that, so yeah, might do that. I'm going to try to stop drilling holes in here. This garage has gone through so many iterations because of the different cars that we've had. So I used to have shelving all along here with all the detailing stuff. You can see there, I think it keeps going. There. It's crazy. Here. There. There was all shelving along there as well. That's all gone now. So this is how it's going to stay now. I don't see me getting rid of this car unless I have to, and I don't have to, so I don't see us getting rid of that. This car's really good because it's got a lot of space and we go camping, so definitely going to want to keep this car. The Nissan, when that comes, I ain't getting rid of that unless I have troubles getting in and out of it later down the track with my knee and my back the way it is. But for the foreseeable future, that's not going to be a short-term thing, so that's going to stay. The i20, that's going to live outside, so that really doesn't matter. And we might keep that for another 8-10 years. Then that's going to start getting up to the 25-year-old mark, so we might piss that off and get another little car that's 10 years old when we buy a second handy, and that's it. I'm only having the 3 cars then, so all good. So no, but this is really good. That bench is going good. I folded it the day we finished it, and it stayed there. Haven't needed it. I was going to wash my car today, but I was just looking at it, and it's pretty. We drove it last weekend in the rain, and got a little bit dirty at the back here, as it does. But the rest of it is clean as. So I think I might just leave it. So I'll probably clean it, and then it's going to rain, and I'll have to drive it in the rain again. So no, I'll just leave it. But yeah, no. Apart from finishing off that thing, hanging that up, and then I definitely want to zip down to Super Cheap Auto and get some brake pads for the little Hyundai and do that hopefully in the next week or 2. I haven't even told my dad about it yet, but hopefully he's keen on that, so that'll be good. But otherwise, yeah, that's it. I mean, it's Friday now, so pretty much done for the week. I might just have a quick clean up before the missus gets home, and I've got some old house painting stuff here that I'm going to give to my dad because I don't want anything to do with painting anymore. That's got to go back in the house. Same with that. Yeah. Oh, thank God he's stopped licking, so that's good. Anyway, I'll stop babbling. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you later.